Hi guys, Scott here. I've got something to show you. I've come up with a relatively simple and I think elegant solution to creating a game menu in Unreal. So I'll show you how it works. So we're in the world here. We can hit escape to toggle the game menu on and off. We can also hit the resume button, which will close that menu. Hit escape, it comes up again. Or we can hit the quit button and then that will exit the game entirely. So typically what I've done in the past is add the logic for displaying and hiding the game menu in the level controller or another blueprint or possibly player controller. But I found that you can basically have all the logic for that menu built into the user widget itself. So in my level controller, I simply am creating that widget, and that is all that I'm doing in here. So the real magic happens inside here. So this is, I'll show you the design. So typical black modal, we have the resume button, we have the quit button here. Okay, and these buttons are both set to variables, and I'm naming them with a suffix button just to make it very clear what we're doing. And if we look at our graph here, so on construct, we're simply binding the events to the quit button and resume button. This will call the quit game. This one will hide and show the menu. Now this is a custom function that I built. It takes one parameter, whether or not to show or hide the menu. Okay, I'll go into that function in a little bit. Here's where we're binding the escape menu. So when you press the hit escape, it'll call the hide show menu, and the whether or not to show is based on whether or not it's already in the viewport. So if it's already in the if it is in the viewport, that return value is going to be true. So we actually want to show it when it is not in the viewport. Okay, so that's why we have this not boolean to basically flip it from true to false and false to true. Okay, inside this function here, it's very simple. Hide show menu, here's the input, and basically we're just checking, whether or not we're showing it. If we're showing it, we're going to add it to the viewport. If we are not showing it, we're going to remove it from the viewport. And then rather than having two versions of the set game pause, we can just do that logically. So if we are showing it, then we want it to be paused. If we're not showing it, it's not going to be paused. Okay. Now, one thing to be crucial to remember is that if the game is paused, keyboard events are typically paused as well. So that is why in our input action, we need to specify that you can trigger it while it's paused. Okay, and that's why this will work. Okay, that would be a real pain. That would drive me through endless amount of frustration if I couldn't figure out why the escape key wasn't closing the menu when it was open. Okay, so anyhow, that is my approach, and I hope you find this useful. Okay, bye now.